Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, W.D.Y.D. CSP. What do you do as a central sterile processing technician? So I wanted to talk a little bit about workplace design. And I was brushing up on my AAMI standards, and I was reading the Decon work area design section, which is section 336.11, section D. Says a 3-section sink should be available, 36 inches from the floor, 8 to 10 inches deep. Include attached solid counter or adjacent work surface large enough to allow trays to pre-treat / manually clean, and have a 2-section sink available for soaking and rinsing prior to cleaning. How do you guys interpret that? Does that interpret that you should have 5 sinks available, 3 plus 2 more? Or are you talking 2 plus the last? But anyway, this is what you see in most facilities. It's a 3-section sink. Now, I'm going to show you, this is a 2-section here, 2 sections for work areas, I guess, for sink development. So here is the other sink section here. And I'm showing you both because by AAMI standards, we have a 3-section sink with a solid platform for soiled or clean trays, or an adjacent section for soiled / clean areas. So if this section is set up correctly, I'm asking basically, but if we are putting soiled items here to assemble, okay, to clean, let's put soiled items to sort out, okay, the first sink is used to rinse. The second sink is used to soak in detergent / enzymatic and then manually clean. The third sink should be for the final rinse and treated water rinse, right? So you're double rinsing here, regular water, treated water. If you're going into the ultrasonic, it's going here, and then it's placed on another workstation, because this will be the clean workstation, right? So a lot of IFUs want you to rinse the item and brush and run in water. So this area here should actually have some running water, but this is our sink for pre-treated water, so critically treated water. So our designs are wrong. I mean, I don't like the design of this area anyway, but anyway, I set this up specifically like this just to prove a point, or kind of get a rationale, not prove a point, but I just wanted to get some ideas. So if we have soiled items here, we're rinsing, okay, we don't have no rinse area here. We're soaking, we're final rinsing. Actually, our sinks are designed backwards because we take off the titration here and we have running water, regular tap water. So it's rinse, soak, final rinse with treated water. Place the items here. So the soiled will go here. We go here, 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 clean, then back here into ultrasonic if we have to, and then into our washers. So we're not getting a good flow. So this design here, I really don't like. Let's talk about this one over here. So this area has a adjacent work area for soiled or clean items. Okay, there's our ultrasonic. There's our attached solid container for clean or soiled items. So let's go through the scenario. If we're putting soiled items here, okay, then we're sorting, and then we're soaking, rinsing with regular tap water because we had that ability, treating with final rinse water, placing clean items here to take over to the ultrasonic that's over here, or placed into the washer disinfectants if you don't, okay? So if you're manually cleaning, you're going from soiled, soak, rinse, final rinse, placed on here to dry, and then send through the window to the other side. So we're going backwards. Okay, let's say we have soiled items here. So we place soiled items here, then that means we're gotta go all the way over here to soak, first rinse, second rinse, clean, ultrasonic if we can, and then washers. So I guess the question is, how do you guys have your setup? If the IFUs are telling you that you have to after pre-treatment and it comes to decon, if your IFUs are telling you when you start the cleaning process that you're cleaning under running water and brushing, that means you have to have a sink empty, like so, with running water, right? And you're brushing under running water prior to soaking. Then after soaking, you're brushing again to clean the items under enzymatic solution. And then it wants you to rinse with clear water or tap water, utility water, right? That would be that. And then it's asking you for the final rinse with treated water. This sink should have both utility and treated water. Now, if we're going by AAMI standards and we're saying that we need to have 2 sinks available for soaking and rinsing prior to cleaning, then that means there should be 2 other sinks right before the cleaning process. So that's 5 sinks. This can be interpreted in so many different ways, and that's why it becomes so difficult that when we have surveys trying to speak to the process, because AAMI says one thing, 3-section sink, and have a 2-section sink available for soaking and rinsing prior to cleaning. Cleaning is done by the manufacturer's IFUs, and the IFUs of many medical devices clearly state rinse under running water and brush to remove loose soil, soak in enzymatic solution and brush underneath enzymatic solution to remove biofilm, rinse with utility water, final rinse with treated water. And then if you go into the ultrasonic, you're ultrasonicking the medical solution, the medical device, I'm sorry. And then after ultrasonic, you're rinsing with treated water again. So you're going here, going back over to the sink, which you're not going backwards in the process, but that sink contained soil items because you're removing, whatever soil and debris that was on there from the enzymatic is in this sink as well. So there should actually be a sink after the ultrasonic to remove debris, okay? Because Usually that's the last process in the manual cleaning, IFU instructions, or part of the instructions to go straight into the washer disinfectant. Much confusion in our process, but if we follow the workflow that is designed from dirty to clean, then the setup that I say that would be correct would be this setup here with changing some water inlets. You're placing your soiled items here to sort, okay? You sort your items here. You rinse them, okay? Because they probably were pre-treated in the OR, and you can't mix chemicals according to OSHA rules. So you want to rinse and brush off gross soil, okay? Then you want to soak and continue brushing if necessary, okay, to remove biofilms, but you soak for the time limit that is given by the manufacturers. After soaking in enzymatic, you rinse with utility water and then rinse again with treated water. So this sink here should have the availability of a sprayer or rinsing capability, a moving spray arm, so that you can spray the tray, and a spray arm for treated water. Prior to going into the ultrasonic, the ultrasonic should be the last step in the manual cleaning process prior to rinsing again, okay? But is ultrasonic considered manual cleaning? To me, no, that's a mechanical process. So after, if you're manually cleaning, and I know I'm jumbling around, but after manually cleaning, that final rinse is the one that you take your item, your clean item, place it on a clean table, okay, to dry. There should be instrument air somewhere available here, okay, to dry your area, to dry your sets off, your instrumentation, your medical devices, prior to throwing it through the window, pushing it through the window to the other side, which is the clean side. This is the proper setup that I would see that would be in line with the workflow of soiled to clean, dirty to clean, okay? If you're doing the manual process, if you're doing the mechanical process, again, you still have to do the manual cleaning. Sort your dirty instruments, rinse the pre-treated solution off and gross soil off the sorted instruments. This is where you would brush off all the gross soils if you've seen any of it, okay? Keep your items, visually inspect your items for any gross soils and remove all that's possible. Soak your items and brush if you need to further remove gross soil. After soaking, you rinse with utility water and then rinse again with treated water. If you have lumen items, you fill the lumen with detergent or enzymatic prior to dropping into the ultrasonic. Ultrasonic the item, and then it's ready to go into your washer disinfectants to be sent to the other side. That is the correct process that I would see that's feasible for this field, rather than the setups that you see in many places where you have an adjacent table where you have the soiled items. The first sink is always filled with enzymatic solution, okay? If you're sorting soiled items on this table here that were pre-treated in the OR with a enzymatic spray or foam, and you soak it in enzymatic solution that is not the same as it was pre-treated, you are technically breaking the law, okay? OSHA states that chemicals should not be mixed. That is law. That's not a suggestion. That's law, okay? And you possibly put yourself in harm's way. Do we do it on an everyday basis? Yes, we do, unfortunately. But if you look at OSHA laws, You cannot mix chemicals, guys. So this sink should actually be an empty sink for rinsing, then soaking, then a double rinse sink again. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to my channel, comment down below, give me a thumbs up if you like it, hit the notification bell for future videos, and as always guys, stay true to yourselves, keep it 100, and peace.